You've been thinking about moving to Texas, or maybe just finding a new part of the state to call home. But everyone you ask has a different story. Houston claims the crown for opportunity and diversity. Dallas talks about sleek growth and the good life in its booming suburbs. Austin insists it's still the cultural heart of Texas with tech jobs and live music at every corner. San Antonio, calm and confident, says it's where true Texas roots still run deep. The real question is which one actually feels right for the way you want to live your life. By the time we're done here, you'll know exactly which Texas city lines up with your lifestyle, your priorities, and your pace. This isn't some random opinion list. After hundreds of hours spent studying housing data, walking through neighborhoods, talking with locals, and tracking job growth, the facts are clear. Whether you're chasing career momentum, affordability, or that perfect mix of big city energy with small town charm, the answer will come into focus long before the video ends. Where one state feels like four worlds. Texas isn't one personality. It's four completely different moods sharing one giant state. Houston buzzes with big business and bigger hearts, where diversity drives innovation. Dallas glows with polished neighborhoods, planned growth, and a touch of luxury. Austin dances between creativity and chaos, where tech startups meet live guitars. San Antonio moves slower, but feels warmer, steeped in history, yet quietly modern underneath. One of them matches your rhythm. You just need to see which. In the next few minutes, we'll uncover which metro is pulling in the most newcomers right now, which one locals are quietly moving away from, and which has the best balance between opportunity and quality of life heading into the next few months. Expect real insights about housing, jobs, lifestyle, and that local energy you can't see on a map. Stay till the end, because you'll get a quick Texas match test. Something that'll help you figure out in under a minute which city fits your weekends, your work, and your wallet. Choosing where to live in Texas doesn't have to be overwhelming. It just takes the right perspective. Let's make that decision a whole lot easier. The big picture. Texas. Living. Texas living has become more than just an idea. It's a lifestyle that keeps drawing people from every corner of the country. Families, entrepreneurs, and professionals keep heading south in search of space, stability, and a lifestyle that feels both modern and grounded. Every few months, new neighborhoods rise, companies relocate their headquarters, and fresh opportunities open up in ways few other states can match. Texas isn't just growing. It's thriving on the balance between ambition and authenticity. What makes life here stand out is how it stretches your dollar without shrinking your dreams. Whether you're buying your first home or upgrading to more space, the value Texans get compared to other major states is still impressive. Housing costs stay reasonable, utilities remain manageable, and that sense of freedom, both financial and personal, is what keeps new residents coming. From next month to next year, that trend isn't slowing down. Where opportunity spreads, not clusters. The job market remains one of the strongest in the nation. Major companies in energy, healthcare, technology, and finance keep expanding across the state, building new offices and hiring locally. Houston leads with its energy and medical industries. Dallas continues to boom with corporate growth and financial jobs. Austin powers innovation with startups and tech giants, while San Antonio grows steadily through healthcare, education, and defense. This mix means opportunity isn't limited to one corner of the state. It's everywhere. Beyond numbers and paychecks, what makes Texas truly magnetic is its community spirit. You feel it at Friday night football games, at barbecue cookouts, at festivals under string lights, and in everyday conversations with neighbors who actually say hello. The blend of Southern warmth, cultural diversity, and local pride gives each city its own heartbeat. Every major metro, Houston, Dallas, Austin, and San Antonio, offers a distinct version of that Texas rhythm. Some cities pulse with urban energy, others breathe with calm, hill country air, and a few manage to mix both in one weekend. Over the next few minutes, you'll see what makes each place shine and how Texans decide where they really love to live. Let's start with the powerhouse that anchors the state, Houston. Houston, the giant, with a soft side. Houston isn't just another big city, it's the beating heart of Texas. It's massive, diverse, and endlessly evolving. You can drive for over an hour and still be inside Houston's metro area, yet every few miles feels like a different world. It's the only major Texas city that touches the coast, giving residents quick access to Galveston Bay and the Gulf's saltwater breeze. That's something Dallas, Austin, and San Antonio can't compete with. Locals love to say Houston offers both city lights and coastal nights, a rare mix of urban hustle and laid-back relaxation. The city's economy is one of the strongest in the nation, built on a foundation of energy, medicine, and aerospace. Houston isn't just oil and gas anymore. It's now a global center for innovation, home to world-class healthcare systems in the Texas Medical Center, one of the largest in the world, and a growing tech presence that keeps attracting skilled professionals from around the country. Whether you're a doctor, engineer, software developer, or entrepreneur, Houston's job market keeps expanding, offering room to grow without the sky-high costs found in other major metros, where big dreams still fit big yards. Life in Houston blends ambition with accessibility. Housing remains more affordable compared to Austin or Dallas, even with all its growth. New master-planned communities keep popping up on every side of the city, complete with parks, schools, and entertainment. From suburban neighborhoods like Katy, Cypress, and the Woodlands to inner loop areas with skyline views, the options fit every lifestyle. You can find new construction homes with big yards at prices that still surprise newcomers. That affordability gives families and young professionals space to breathe, literally and financially. The city's diversity is one of its greatest strengths. Over 145 languages are spoken here, and that cultural blend shows up everywhere. From global food scenes to international festivals, Houston's dining options are unmatched in the South, with everything from authentic Vietnamese pho in Midtown to award-winning barbecue and fine dining in Montrose. Food is part of the city's identity, and locals wear that pride like a badge. Traffic and humidity do test your patience at times, but Houston makes up for it with warmth, both in weather and in personality. People are friendly, open, and community-driven. Whether it's cheering for the Astros, attending local rodeos, or spending the weekend fishing off Galveston Island, Houston keeps life full. The city doesn't try to be trendy. It's confident in what it already is. A place where ambition meets authenticity. Where ambition wears boots and feels like home. If you want big city opportunity with Southern comfort, Houston delivers. It's that rare metro where skyscrapers and neighborhood barbecues coexist, where global business deals happen just a few miles from backyard crawfish boils. Before long, Houston starts feeling less like a place you move to and more like a place you belong. Next, we'll head north to the polished powerhouse that keeps growing faster than anyone expected. Dallas. Dallas, the polished power player. Dallas is where Texas confidence meets modern ambition. The skyline sparkles with glass towers that speak success, while the streets below pulse with a rhythm that's fast, focused, and full of opportunity. It's the kind of city where business deals happen over coffee before sunrise, and families fill the parks by sunset. Dallas has earned its reputation as one of the most polished metros in the South, a place where tradition meets trend, and where growth feels both intentional and unstoppable. The Metroplex, which includes Fort Worth and an ever-expanding network of northern suburbs, is one of the fastest-growing regions in the country. New residents arrive daily, drawn by major employers, clean neighborhoods, and an impressive mix of entertainment and convenience. Corporate giants like AT&T, American Airlines, and Toyota North America anchor the local economy, while new tech and finance companies keep moving in. The job market continues to expand, especially in engineering, cybersecurity, fintech, and healthcare. Dallas has become the kind of place where career mobility meets lifestyle quality, a balance that keeps attracting top talent from across the nation, where polished living meets rapid momentum. Life in Dallas feels sleek yet comfortable. Neighborhoods like Plano, Frisco, McKinney, and Allen are symbols of well-planned growth. These suburbs feature award-winning schools, beautiful parks, and modern shopping centers that make daily life smooth and efficient. Frisco, in particular, has exploded with development. New sports complexes, entertainment districts, and restaurants seem to open every few weeks. Even with the city's size, Dallas manages to feel clean, organized, and thoughtfully maintained. The infrastructure here keeps improving, and though traffic can back up during rush hour, commutes are still manageable compared to other major cities of its scale. The housing market reflects Dallas's steady rise. Prices are higher than San Antonio or Houston, but still more approachable than most large U.S. metros. New construction is booming, especially north of downtown, where master-planned communities mix modern architecture with classic Texas charm. Dallas homes often feel a bit more contemporary than those in Houston. Clean lines, big windows, and open layouts dominate the design. The city's developers know how to build for families, professionals, and retirees alike, making it one of the most balanced housing markets in the state. Culture in Dallas feels refined but never pretentious. The food scene is bold and diverse, mixing upscale steakhouses with trendy global fusion spots. Sports dominate weekends, with fans fiercely loyal to their teams. From the Cowboys to the Mavericks to the Stars. Festivals, art shows, and concerts fill the calendar year-round, offering something for everyone. Dallas manages to blend its business-minded energy with moments of true relaxation, especially in the leafy suburbs where community life thrives, where refinement meets ambition. What sets Dallas apart is its sense of polish. Everything feels just a little more curated. The streets are cleaner. The downtown is more structured. And the overall vibe feels professional yet welcoming. It's the kind of city that rewards drive and delivers comfort. Whether you're chasing career growth or a suburban sanctuary, Dallas lets you have both. If Houston is the giant that never sleeps, Dallas is the executive that never loses focus. It's the power player of Texas. Sharp, reliable, and always looking ahead. Next, we'll shift to the city that thrives on creativity and chaos in the best way possible. Austin. Austin, the cool kid that grew up. Austin has always been the rebel of Texas, the free spirit where creativity, music, and innovation blend together in a way no other city can match. It's that friend who used to host backyard jam sessions and suddenly grew into a tech-savvy entrepreneur overnight. The city still holds on to its easygoing, artistic soul, but it's matured into a full-scale powerhouse that balances live music and venture capital, barbecue, and billion-dollar startups. For decades, Austin was known for its motto, "Keep Austin Weird." Locals wore that phrase proudly, celebrating their offbeat art, vintage thrift shops, and spontaneous street performances. Those roots still show, but now they share space with a skyline of modern glass towers filled with tech giants and entrepreneurs. The city has become a magnet for innovation, a hub for creative minds who want big ideas without the corporate stiffness. Companies like Tesla, Apple, and Oracle have invested heavily here, creating thousands of jobs and transforming Austin from a college town into a global business hub. That kind of growth has brought both excitement and challenges. The cost of living has climbed, with housing prices that outpace most of the state. Yet, even with the higher prices, people keep coming. The city's job opportunities, unique culture, and quality of life make it hard to resist. Austin's neighborhoods are full of personality. From the tech-friendly North Loop and stylish East Austin to family-oriented Circle C and the lakefront luxury of Westlake Hills. Each area has its own rhythm, but all share that same laid-back charm that keeps locals fiercely loyal. Where the outdoors feels like your backyard. Nature is part of Austin's identity. The city wraps around the Colorado River, with Lady Bird Lake and Lake Austin cutting through its core, offering paddleboarding, kayaking, and scenic runs that make outdoor life an everyday thing. Barton Springs remains a local favorite, where people cool off year-round in spring-fed water that stays crisp no matter the season. Weekends here are spent hiking the Greenbelt, brunching on patios shaded by oak trees, or watching the sunset from Mount Bonnell. Moments that remind everyone why Austin feels like a lifestyle, not just a location. Music still flows through the veins of the city. From live shows on 6th Street to open-air concerts at Zilker Park, Austin's soundscape is alive every night. Major events like the Austin City Limits Festival and South by Southwest draw global attention, but still manage to feel authentic and rooted in local creativity. The food scene keeps pace, blending innovation with tradition. From smoky barbecue joints to food trucks that launch future restaurant empires. Traffic can test your patience, and growth hasn't always kept up with infrastructure. But that's the trade-off for living in one of the most dynamic cities in the country. Despite its expansion, Austin hasn't lost its heart. It's still the place where startups are born in coffee shops, where neighbors greet each other at farmers' markets, and where new ideas seem to spark out of thin air. Where ambition still feels barefoot. Austin has grown up, but it hasn't grown dull. It's still Texas's cool kid. A mix of creativity, technology, and sunshine that feels alive every single day. Whether you're drawn by opportunity, culture, or just that undeniable energy in the air, Austin continues to be the city where ambition meets authenticity. Next, let's travel south to a city that wears its history proudly and offers the calmest charm in Texas. San Antonio. San Antonio, the heart of Texas soul. San Antonio is the quiet heartbeat of Texas, a city that carries its history in every stone, every melody, and every meal. While Houston races forward, Dallas shines, and Austin experiments, San Antonio stands firm with a kind of warmth that feels timeless. It's the place where tradition and progress live side by side, where Spanish missions meet modern skyscrapers, and where every neighborhood feels like part of one big family. The city's character is deeply rooted in culture. Walk along the Riverwalk and you'll feel it immediately. The flow of mariachi music, the scent of Tex-Mex cooking, the sound of laughter from families enjoying dinner by the water. That vibrant riverfront stretches through the heart of downtown, connecting history with modern living. Just a few steps away stands the Alamo, the most iconic symbol of Texas pride. Yet San Antonio doesn't live in the past. It continues to reinvent itself with new districts, restaurants, and attractions that draw both locals and visitors year-round, where value meets stability and space. Affordability is one of its biggest advantages. Compared to Austin, Dallas, or Houston, home prices in San Antonio remain comfortably within reach for most families. Whether it's a modern home in Stone Oak, a craftsman-style bungalow near Alamo Heights, or a ranch property just outside the city limits, residents get more space for less. The city's steady job market adds to its appeal. Healthcare, education, defense, and tech sectors are thriving, supported by major employers and military installations that help keep the local economy stable even when others fluctuate. San Antonio's pace is different, slower, calmer, and more intentional. It's the kind of place where neighbors know each other's names, where weekends revolve around community events, and where life feels balanced. The hill country lies just beyond the city, offering rolling landscapes, wineries, and small towns that make for perfect getaways without leaving the region. That blend of big city amenities and small town heart gives San Antonio a charm that's impossible to replicate. The food scene is legendary. This is the home of true Tex-Mex, not the watered-down versions found elsewhere. From sizzling fajitas and puffy tacos to authentic barbecue and farm-to-table restaurants, every meal feels like a celebration of culture. Locals are proud of their culinary roots, and it shows in every bite. Festivals fill the calendar, with Fiesta San Antonio leading the way. A citywide celebration that showcases the joy, diversity, and deep cultural pride that define this community, where heart beats louder than hype. What makes San Antonio stand out isn't just its history or its affordability. It's its soul. Life here feels personal, genuine, and grounded. It's where modern Texas meets old-world charm, where ambition comes with humility, and where every day feels just a little more human. San Antonio might not shout the loudest, but it's the city that stays with you the longest. Up next, we'll take all four cities and put them side by side to see how they truly compare. From affordability to lifestyle, to help you find which one feels like home. The comparison breakdown. Now that we've explored the four major Texas cities, it's time to put them side by side and really see how they stack up. Each one carries its own version of what Texas living means. The ambition, the culture, the comfort, and the community. But when you compare them closely, the differences become crystal clear. Houston leads with opportunity. It's the workhorse of the state, a place built on energy, healthcare, and innovation. The housing market here is still one of the most affordable among big U.S. metros, especially when compared to Austin's soaring prices or Dallas's polished suburbs. A brand new home in one of Houston's master-planned communities can still cost less than half of what you might pay for something similar in Central Austin. For families and first-time buyers, that affordability remains Houston's biggest advantage. Yet affordability doesn't mean compromise. You still get excellent schools, shopping, and some of the best dining in the South, where structure shapes success. Dallas takes the crown for polish and organization. It's clean, structured, and efficient, with the kind of infrastructure that makes daily life flow smoother. The city feels like it was designed for long-term success. Modern suburbs, corporate campuses, and easy access to just about everything. While prices have risen, the balance between income potential and housing cost still makes Dallas an appealing choice for professionals and families looking to level up without leaving Texas. It's the metro where people move to accelerate their careers and enjoy that suburban comfort at the same time. Austin remains the trendsetter, innovative, energetic, and endlessly creative. The job scene here thrives on technology, entrepreneurship, and artistry. It's where bold ideas find support, and where startups turn into major players. Yet the same energy that made Austin exciting also made it expensive. Housing demand continues to push prices high, especially in popular areas near downtown or around the lakes. Traffic and congestion can be frustrating, but the city's culture, food, and outdoor lifestyle keep it magnetic. For people who value creativity and community over convenience, Austin still feels unmatched. San Antonio stays true to its roots while quietly growing. It offers the best value for the money, with home prices that remain within reach even as the city modernizes. The slower pace appeals to those who want to escape the rush without giving up opportunity. The job market may not be as massive as Dallas or Houston, but it's stable, with reliable growth in healthcare, defense, and education. For many, San Antonio represents balance, affordable, friendly, and full of character, where trade-offs tell the real story. When you compare cost of living, Dallas and Houston feel competitive, with Houston taking a slight edge in affordability. Austin sits at the top in price, while San Antonio keeps things grounded with one of the lowest costs among major Texas metros. For jobs, Houston and Dallas dominate. Austin shines for startups and tech, and San Antonio provides consistency. Climate-wise, Dallas gets the coldest winters, Houston the most humidity, Austin and San Antonio the driest heat. The truth is, choosing between these cities is like choosing between 4 flavors of the same great recipe. They all taste like Texas, but each has its own spice. Houston offers the strength of diversity and opportunity. Dallas gives structure and refinement. Austin brings passion and innovation. San Antonio holds heart and heritage. Together, they make up the soul of modern Texas. And whichever one you choose, you'll find that unmistakable pride that makes living here feel like nowhere else. Up next, we'll go beyond the facts and numbers and hear what real Texans say about where they love to live. The insider opinions that reveal what life truly feels like in each city. What locals really say. Ask Texans where they truly love to live, and you'll hear 4 distinct voices, each proud, passionate, and deeply loyal. Houston locals call their city real and welcoming, a place where diversity, food, and opportunity collide. They'll tell you life here feels grounded, and success is built, not handed out. Dallas residents see their home as sleek, driven, and full of promise. They love the clean neighborhoods, the strong job market, and the sense that everything is moving forward. For them, Dallas is where ambition meets comfort. Austin locals still believe their city has magic, a mix of music, nature, and innovation that keeps people hooked. Some miss the slower days, but most agree it's still the most creative, energetic place in the state. San Antonio residents speak with quiet pride. They love their traditions, family-friendly pace, and the warmth that defines their community. For them, life here is about belonging, not rushing. Each city has its rhythm, its people, and its purpose. Locals might debate which one wins, but deep down, they all agree. No matter where you settle, Texas has a way of feeling like home. Next, let's see where Texans are actually moving and which city is rising fastest as the new favorite. Where Texans are moving next. Texans are on the move, but not out of state. They're shifting within their own borders, chasing better value, more space, and stronger communities. Austin's rising prices are pushing many residents toward nearby suburbs like Georgetown and Leander, or even down toward San Antonio, where life feels more affordable and relaxed. Dallas keeps attracting career-focused families to its booming northern suburbs, Frisco, McKinney, and Prosper, where growth shows no sign of slowing. Houston, meanwhile, remains the go-to for anyone wanting job diversity and affordable new homes in thriving areas like Katy and the Woodlands. San Antonio is quietly winning attention as the state's most livable bargain, drawing families and remote workers who want stability without giving up culture or convenience. Across Texas, people aren't leaving. They're simply finding their version of the good life, in whichever city feels most like home. Next, we'll break down the final verdict on which city truly delivers the best balance of opportunity, affordability, and happiness. The verdict: where you'll love to live. When it comes down to it, choosing between Houston, Dallas, Austin, and San Antonio isn't about which city is better. It's about which one feels right for you. Each has its own heartbeat, its own rhythm, and its own kind of magic that makes Texans so proud to call it home. Houston is the city of endless opportunity. It's diverse, affordable, and full of momentum. If you want a big city where ambition meets community, Houston delivers that perfect balance of hustle and heart. Dallas is the power player. Everything feels sharp, modern, and planned for success. It's where people go to grow their careers, build beautiful homes, and enjoy a polished lifestyle surrounded by thriving suburbs and constant progress. Austin is the creative soul of Texas. It's bold, innovative, and alive with energy. If you love culture, music, and the outdoors, and don't mind paying a little more to be part of the action, Austin keeps its spot as the trendsetter. San Antonio is the heart. It's authentic, peaceful, and proud of its heritage. For those craving affordability, family-friendly living, and a deeper sense of connection, San Antonio feels like home from the very first day. No matter which city you choose, Texas offers something priceless. Room to grow, freedom to live your way, and a community that always welcomes you in. Your perfect Texas city isn't just where you live, it's where you'll truly belong. Now you know what makes each Texas city shine. Houston's energy, Dallas's polish, Austin's creativity, and San Antonio's heart. The next step is finding which one feels like home to you. Drop a comment with the city that fits your vibe best. Your insight might help someone else make their move too. If you found this guide helpful, hit like and subscribe for more deep dives into Texas living. From hidden suburbs, locals love to insider tips for making your move smoother. Your perfect Texas home is out there, and it's closer than you think.